Hello my wonderful Scorpios, welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Today is going to be a general tarot love reading for my Scorpio in Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. This is a general reading, it's not private or a personal reading, so please do always take what does resonate and leave what doesn't for somebody else. And if it doesn't resonate for you at all, and obviously I hope it does, then it's no problem, just come back another day and hopefully I'll have a reading for you that does resonate then. This is also a timeless reading, so it's for whenever you come across it, and whenever I'm saying this is how you feel about someone, this is how they feel and what's been happening. If it resonates for you just with the roles reversed, please go ahead and reverse the roles, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so I'll get some messages for you first and then we'll go into a full and detailed spread, asking questions about the person who's coming through for you in this reading. Hopefully I will be picking up on the person that you're here to ask about, to find out information about, but it may be that someone else who wants to come through more prominently, so just bear that in mind as well. So, for Scorpio, please. Messages for Scorpio for their love reading today, please. We have seduction in reverse, which says attraction, teasing, hooking up, third party, temptation, but it's in reverse. And we have twin flames at the bottom of the deck. Okay, tell me more. Not today. Boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversations, still upset. At the bottom of the deck is healthy choices, self-love and self-care, being happier. I don't know if someone is ignoring a third party or deciding to cut some sort of temptation out because they feel like they allowed that kind of seductive, tempting connection to interfere maybe with their happiness, maybe with a twin flame connection that was kind of being compromised for the sake of something more, not more, but something exciting, but also more of like a devil energy is kind of what I'm getting off of that seduction card. So give me one more please for Scorpio. Or it could be that someone is, you're not talking to someone, Scorpio, because they involved a third party and they got tempted. Let's see, give me one more, please. But it's like if they did, it was, they self-sabotaged a connection between the two of you. Let's see which direction this goes in. One more, please, for Scorpio. Oh, wow. Karmic relationship, resentments, triggers, perception, intensity and letting go. I mean, this could also be that there's a very intense connection between you and someone else, and it feels now you have to prioritize, even if they have felt like a twin flame connection, then you have to prioritize your well-being over, because maybe there's something about the two of you that when you come together, you also trigger each other in some way, and then that causes you to, it's like extreme highs and lows. It triggers the two of you to kind of then move apart from each other, only to come, I mean, the twin flame journey, if you do subscribe to that, and I'm on the fence whether I do or not, so to be completely honest, then that journey is to, also two people who are bound to be drawn together, but they also are, it's not necessarily going to be an easy ride connection, because you're also bound to be drawn together to help heal each other. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Tell me more for Scorpio. Mistakes. Misunderstood, victim. Excuse me. time, waiting cycles. Someone may have needed time and then chasing. Someone's in pursuit, and then when that came out, the deck split to show realizations and second chance. Ooh. Scorpio, what I'm getting for you is that someone feels like they've effed up a very special connection. Whether you do or this is something about someone else, they feel like they got tempted into something with someone who ended up just being effectively a karmic, and that was a lesson for them to learn about being tempted by the devil, effectively. I just keep getting this devil energy off that seduction card. Let's just say tempted by something that was maybe a thrill, but it was not for their greatest good. It's not necessarily someone who cared about this person in any way. Maybe whoever feels like they made that mistake by being tempted has been maybe giving the other person, like, for example, Scorpio, if your person here feels like they involved a third party which messed everything up, they made a massive mistake, they have been waiting for time to pass before trying to come towards you for a second chance, because they knew that you would still not be at a place where you wanted to talk to them. Why? They felt like hopeless. There was no chance. They don't have... I mean, if this person is going to be chasing you for a second chance, Scorpio, then they feel like it's almost impossible. They don't have any expectation that this will actually be successful. But yeah, they are still clinging on to you. Very stressed. There's been tension. There's been arguments maybe between you and them. About, lusting, forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy, you know what I mean? This person may have had an issue with their desire, or someone did. Someone may have had an issue with desiring others that led them to repeatedly make mistakes or get kind of drawn down in the path of karmic relationships, maybe repeatedly, and ignore effectively a twin flame connection. There could have also been tension here because of this person constantly desiring other people, which would cause tension. Anything else before I move into the tarot? Loyalty, trusting, reliability, and believing. And that came out on top of the seduction card in reverse. It's basically someone here is now prioritizing loyalty over cheap thrills. It's what it's saying. Okay. Let's get into the tarot. So I'm going to get the top 8 cards for my gorgeous Scorpios, please. Jeez. So the cards are like throwing themselves out. I've already seen the Devil and the Ace of Cups. Let's see, we can go into this spread. Alright. How you're feeling about this person, Scorpio. Knight of Wands. Big surprise. How are they feeling about you currently? The Page of Pentacles. How is this person viewing you, Scorpio? The Fool. What happened in the recent past between you and this person? The King of Swords. What is this person's current situation? The Wheel of Fortune. what is this person's intentions towards you currently, Scorpio? You have the Star in reverse. I mean, I just saw that hopeless oracle energy, but okay. The action this person's most likely going to take towards you next, Scorpio. Queen of Wands. Okay. What is going to be happening between you and this person going forward, most likely? The Hierophant in reverse. Okay. The bottom of the deck, Scorpio, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And the Ten of Swords underneath that in the upright. Wow. Wow. Oh, God. Okay, Scorpio. I mean, the Ten of Wands in reverse with the Ten of Swords is like fully giving up on something and feeling betrayed, feeling like this connection has been absolutely like shot down and just moided. Like, I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube, so I did that voice, but like just absolutely stabbed in the back. And everything, like the Ten of Wands upright in this deck would be like trying to still put that effort, even when it's like really become like almost hopeless or like a fruitless endeavor, but you just keep still trying, and that in reverse is like, I'm not trying anymore, I give up, I throw the towel in, like before this completely finishes me. And because I have just been betrayed, like maybe repeatedly, it's just not worth it. Like there's an energy here of I just need to like let this go and heal. Wow. And also that nothing ever changed. There's a sense of that, like when there has been no communication previously, it's someone who now feels that they've understood that they have been like on pause waiting for the other person to communicate whilst the other person was busy juggling other people, maybe even juggling like two other people whilst this third person was sitting waiting to hear from them. And it was only hurting the person who was waiting. It wasn't hurting the person who was withholding communication. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into the spread. How you're feeling about this person, Scorpio. We have the Knight of Wands. So I said, big surprise, because effectively the Knight of Wands chases thrills. They're very unreliable, very fickle, very passion driven, and just whatever feels good in the moment. This is someone who's quite like anarchic. Is it anarchic? Yeah, like anarchy. Yeah, I think that's the right word. And also just chaotic, can just very like, if I want this right now, I'm going to go for this. If I don't want it tomorrow, it doesn't matter. Like, I'll do something else. Like, just whatever feels good in the moment. No long-term thinking, but reckless, and just, what feels good. Here for a good time, not a long time. That's how you're feeling about this person. So anything else you can tell me about how Scorpio is feeling about them? Or why the Knight of Wands? Oh my gosh. The King of Wands, so that's Aries, Leo, Sag energy again, it's more fire. The Nine of Pentacles. This is a permanent bachelor. With this combination with the Knight of Wands, you feel like this person is a permanent bachelor who is very charming, very attractive, and chases after whatever they want when they want it. With that Page of Cups, they offer just a little bit, enough to hook someone with, maybe get someone else's feelings stirred up, but effectively with the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck, they are doing that to many people. They're keeping their options very open. They don't ever plan on making a choice of choosing just one person. They have a roster. Tell me more. The Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So they start things passionately, and then the wall goes up. Like and then very guarded, very defensive. As soon as they have had their Ace of Wands passionate moment. Yeah, very tempting. Very charming. You may also feel like you know, if you have had moments where it feels like something's beginning with this person, like an exciting interaction, exciting, passionate night, let's just say. But then immediately after, it's like a wall goes up where you can't reach them anymore. They're, yeah, Seven of Wands. Immediately they go into defensive mode, into guarded, pushing you away, and standing their ground, and like you can't get near them, I think I was just saying. And the Ten of Swords, it's like it begins and then it ends just as quickly. So many wands here: Ace, 7, 9, Knight, and King of Wands. Oh, and the Judgment card and the Five of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So you feel like something has come to a head here. Maybe you feel like you've had like an awakening or an enlightening, epiphany, let's just say, about this person. It could have been through a conflict or some sort of clash that has brought things to a head. But you kind of maybe are now you feel like you should wake up and smell the coffee about this person's repeated behavior. And it's like the phrase about, I'm really terrible with phrases, but the best way of knowing someone's future behavior is by looking at their past behavior, or something like that. Anyway, as I said, I'm bad with phrases, but yeah. So that's how you're feeling about them. How they're feeling about you, Scorpio, we have the Page of Pentacles. So they're either feeling like you are like a friend, like with that Page of Pentacles. Like they feel like you reach out to them to try and, when things are starting to go cold, or you know, the connection may be starting to wither, then you keep it going with your kind of, it's very sweet energy with this Page of Pentacles. It's like they might feel like you're very thoughtful or considerate, or you are consistently putting effort in to kind of maintain a friendship with them. It could also mean that they feel like they want to communicate with you and send you a message. Let's see. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? How this person is feeling about Scorpio, please. So interestingly, we've got the Hermit, which is Virgo's major arcana, and then the Five of Swords with the High Priestess, which is really silent energy, and then the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is kind of a moving forward. So, that Oracle card that came out near the start about not today, like crossing someone's boundaries, they feel hurt and they don't want to talk, they're avoiding conversation. This person may feel like they're the one who has to actually reach out with a considerate message right now, because they feel you withdrawing, and maybe even they feel like you've done a lot of thinking and like withdrawn within yourself, and you have come to the conclusion that you need to stop communicating with them. Tell me anything else about this Page of Pentacles, please. How this person is feeling about Scorpio. Oh my God. Four of Swords. I don't think there's any more cards in this deck that talk about not talking to each other. So they feel like... Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. They feel like you've gone quiet, you've gone absolutely silent, and they're almost picking up as to why. Like, it's almost like I'm getting that they feel like you have like connected to some sort of inner wisdom with that Hermit and High Priestess, that you need to draw the line when it comes to trying to reach out to this person. And so they feel like they're going to need to reach out to you. Tell me about that Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Nine of Wands in reverse. That's like given up. It's this Nine of Wands upright is like holding the line, if you like. Johnny Cash, did they sing? Did he sing "Hold the Line"? Anyway, not holding the line anymore for this. Why Page of Pentacles? Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio, my goodness, that Queen of Swords is like done, absolutely done. Very looking back in anger and very disappointed and resentful. The Eight of Swords is also like very moody. All these cards are almost all blue for how they're feeling about you. It's almost all the cards that you felt about them were like red. So you feel like they are. Maybe they feel like you're more in touch. Well, you are a Scorpio, but you're a water sign. But they feel like you're more introspective, more internalized than they are. They seem very like extroverted. You may be more of an introvert. It doesn't have to be all of you, but it's like a very yeah. Anything else? So do they feel like they need to reach out to Scorpio, or they? Yeah, Two of Pentacles. They need to address, like, to try and correct the balance in terms of effort between the two of you. But also Two of Pentacles with the Three of Cups. I mean, they feel like they want to keep the friendship going with you, Scorpio, but they... that's kind of all I'm getting. It's basically someone who's like, oh, Scorpio's not messaging me lately. They seem to have gone quiet, and it's like, even if this was a friend, like this is a love reading, but if this was a friend, this is like, I've had friends where I am the only one who reaches out every time to try and like, hey, should we meet up? Should we catch? How are you? What's going on? Like, just to check in, like, and you do get to a point where it's like, well, what happens if I just don't message? And, you know, is this a one-way friendship? Or is this person going to remember to actually ask me how I'm doing? This is like this, that's how this person is feeling about you. And they need to reach out and like put a little bit, you know, balance the effort in terms of a friendship with you to keep the connection going. Because otherwise you've reached the point of you've set a boundary with that Queen of Swords. And because you've set that boundary, you're not going to break it. So they're going to have to talk to you if they want to continue this connection. How they're viewing you is the Fool card. So it's talking about starting a new chapter, ready to break away, begin something new, leave the past in the past, start a new chapter. Tell me about that, how they're viewing Scorpio, please. Why the Fool card? Yep, Nine of Pentacles. You are independent, you're single, you're free. The Nine of Pentacles is also a card of liberation, as is the Fool. So you're open to new possibilities, you're ready for liftoff, effectively. Tell me more about how this person is viewing Scorpio, please. Eight of Wands in reverse. I mean, just to reiterate, they view you as not communicating with them. Chariot. So they view you as moving forward. There's one card that just fell on the floor. Just bear with me 1 second. There it is. Okay, it's the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, it's the Eight of Pentacles that fell on the floor. So it could also be that they view you as making fantastic progress and having great success in your career, or in some area that you put a lot of hard work and effort into. It's really paying off for you as well, because we've got the Eight and the Nine of Pentacles with that Chariot. So they see that you're everything that you put the effort into with yourself, even obviously career being attached to you, but like is paying off, and you are having like forward momentum, and just you're going places effectively. Anything else for how they're viewing Scorpio? Okay. The Devil came out and landed on top of the Queen of Wands, which is later in the spread. I'm just trying to avoid the nudity, but yeah. So there, and then the Page of Wands came out. Okay, well, Scorpio, they're also very attracted to you. They're viewing you as someone that they lust over. Just put it that way. Trying to keep this PC, PG even, not PC. They may view you as someone that they have had great conversations with, like intellectual conversations with, I'm getting, or debates. Wow, my God. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles as well, and Justice. So they view you as just whatever is going on with you as an individual is taking off. It's very well deserved. They're basically viewing you someone who has a lot of ability. You're intelligent. You're also highly attractive. You have, you know, they're viewing you as someone who can do anything that you set your mind to, and that you are just on a forward trajectory right now of achieving huge success and potentially a huge increase in wealth as well, or just it's just paying off. It's basically they're viewing you as like you could do anything you want right now. You're on the like the tip of the world kind of thing. The world is your oyster, but it's completely fair because you have been putting in so much work and it's paying off for you. That's how they're viewing you. So what happened in the recent past in this connection between you and this person, Scorpio? We have the King of Swords. So that is a very, it's air energy, it's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So one of you may have that in your chart. You don't have to, but effectively it's like a thoughtful but very head over heart kind of energy. Someone who is quite detached. So there's not much emotion flowing at all. Like it's more about thoughts, ideas, logic, practicality. So let's see, let's grab this one. Tell me more about what happened in the recent past between Scorpio and this person. Why the King of... It can also be someone being like very cutthroat or being very blunt or a bit brutal because they're making head over heart decisions and they're not really connecting with their heart space in that energy. But let's see, tell me more. What happened in the recent past between you and this person? Yeah, Four of Cups. Talk about brutal. That is a dismissal of affection and emotion. This is someone turning down someone's cup of love that's being offered, and turning their back on it and just being completely disinterested. And when that came out, the deck split to show the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So it's like the reason that it can be a card of rejection as well, but I'm getting more like dismissal. Like it might not have been an outright rejection, if some of you it might have been, but more it's like a we're not even going there kind of thing. Don't make me say it. Like it's just not happening. But there was either because someone was too much up in their head about not knowing what they wanted with that Seven of Cups, or about being kind of the belle of the ball and wanting to keep their options open. If they can attract other people, they want to go down that road first. This Seven of Cups card is kind of like being the center of attention, having a lot of eyes, a lot of people attracted to them. And it's also like depicting a party. So this could have been someone who, with that, we also saw how you feel about them already. So with the Eight of Swords, someone had the blinkers on, like this bird. to the idea, the concept of anything else, because their focus was, you know, multiple casual options. Anything else? So this person may have been very, like, dismissive of you, dismissive of any emotions as well. Tell me more, please. What happened in the recent past between Scorpio and this person? 5 of Wands. And then the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. There's a clash here about working on kind of what was already there between the two of you. I mean, it could be, it might not have necessarily been a voiced clash, but there was one of you wanted to go in one direction, the other wanted to go in the other. It was like you were at cross purposes with each other, because I feel like there was, with the 7 of Pentacles, that's a decent number of pentacles, and it shows a decent level of potential of what had kind of already been accrued in this connection between the two of you, like from your friendship, from your talking to each other, from being there for each other, but maybe just in a purely platonic way. And someone was like, look, I see all this potential, why don't we put the effort and work on it? And obviously the other person was like, nah, I'm going to keep my other 6 options that I might have it every time I go out. I'm going to keep that, thanks. Yeah, I said that, and the King of Wands comes out, which is already how you felt about them with the 2 of Pentacles. This person had other priorities. What? Okay, did this person also... Okay, was this person, like, had they relatively recently broken up with someone else? I wouldn't say like yesterday, but before this kind of, I want to just be single for a while and enjoy it, and that is, with that 8 of Swords, it's kind of like someone had decided, like pre-decided, that that's what you should do right now because you came out of a relationship, therefore you do this for a while, you don't go into another relationship, which is a modicum of logic in there, sure. It would be also a bit of a red flag to jump from one relationship to another. But I'm saying this because after the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands and the 4 of Wands came out, and then the 10 of Swords. So this is, the King and Queen of Wands are counterparts to each other. The 4 of Wands talks about union and a commitment, and then obviously the 10 of Swords is a devastating ending. Or like it's over, whether it's devastating or not, it's over. So this is what it's giving me in the recent past. This person, Scorpio, who it feels like was a friend, went through the ending of like something that had got to a place of being committed or exclusive with someone else. That came to an end. And so when it came to like you like trying to even broach into the area of maybe we can show emotion to each other, this person was like, absolutely not, stone cold, effing cold is what I wanted to say, but I can't because YouTube. Anyway, what is going on in this person's current situation? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing. Things are changing in this person's current situation. It is in the upright, so I have to say they're changing for the better. It can also talk about fate, like fated, unexpected change that happens, like we don't necessarily plan for it, but suddenly things get better for one reason or another. So let's see what's going on. Why the Wheel of Fortune for this person's current situation? We have the 7 of Pentacles. Could be talking about something that they were waiting to pay off, is actually, they're finally getting some success from it. Tell me more about this person's current situation, please. Wow, seriously successful. We've got the Star. At the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Wands. Wow. Something they had hope for with that 7 of Pentacles, they have gained serious victory. Something that they were waiting to pay off is finally starting to pay off. What is that? And they were like keeping the faith about it paying off at some point, even when it seemed like that might be impossible. What is that related to? The Chariot. Interesting. The Chariot and the Magician. So they are viewing you. In a very similar way to their current situation. Wow. Their current situation is from something maybe finally paying off for them. They now feel far more confident that they can, underneath the Magician is the King of Pentacles. I mean, that is also associated with great financial success, but also like a sense of putting down roots and being more reliable and loyal. Well, I was getting from the Oracle cards that someone is now prioritizing like loyalty over chasing thrills. It could be something to do with this person's financial security or stability. They were waiting for something in that area to get better so they could start to feel like they're more grounded. They had the confidence to go forward, because maybe if that area had also taken a knock as well as the end of a romantic relationship, they just felt like a complete agent of chaos and who couldn't provide anything long-term to anybody. So, but yeah, I mean, it's anything else you want to tell me about this person's current situation? We've got the Strength card. So another major arcana. You've got the Star, Strength, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Pentacles. But like 4 major arcana there. And they're all very positive. Sorry, I'm just trying to stop those from falling off the table. Yeah, look at that. The Death card at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Swords, and then the World card, who I just have to cover up. She is the World card underneath there. So some major change is occurring in this person's current situation, which means that they no longer... Wow. Sorry, underneath the World card is the Ace of Cups. They are no longer blocked, like in a place where they can't make a decision about starting a new chapter to do with what? Love, with the Ace of Cups. That is changing massively, because something that they were waiting to pay off is finally working. It's been a long struggle with the Strength card as well. They've had to kind of have it's caused them to pull on a lot of inner strength to get through times where this seemed impossible. But yeah, major positive shift in this person's world, which means that they can move forward for a new chapter. It's like this person was, as I said, with the Eight of Swords, they'd made the decision predetermined that no matter who they met or who they were interacting with, that they were not in a place where they could start anything. That seems to have changed. Let's carry on. Because what are this person's intentions towards you at this time, Scorpio? We have the Star card in reverse, which is Aquarius's major arcana. But I mean, I think I did mention this already in the Oracle cards. There was something about how this person thought it was pretty hopeless and completely out of reach to hope that they could now pursue this with you, but they might do it anyway. But I can't tell this person, they're probably not watching unless you are watching in person, but it's not a great idea to have this as your intention, because if you intend for this to be hopeless, it's almost like a manifestation. So it might end up being hopeless if you approach it like this. But I mean, the Star card in reverse just talks about something feeling like it's out of reach, like it's impossible, there's no chance, basically. Do I want this one? This one? This one. Yeah. Why the Star card in reverse for this person's intentions towards Scorpio, please? What are their... Tell me more about their intentions. Because it just feels like they might not necessarily have set a clear intention because they think it's hopeless with you. Maybe because they feel like you have already given up. Because of how they were dismissive with you, to be fair. Tell me about the Star card in reverse. Tell me about this person's intentions. We've got the Empress card that came out, but the deck split when that came out to show the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Wands. This person thinks very highly of you, Scorpio, with the Empress card. Probably like, no they don't. I just heard that very clearly, like, no they effing don't, from how they've treated you, but they do. They're like, the Empress is like putting someone up on a pedestal, but it also means that they're extremely freaked out of like how they try to start something with you now. Tell me anything else about this person's intentions towards Scorpio. The Chariot. It's Cancer's major arcana. The Empress is Libra and Taurus, but it's more of like a Venusian energy. Not Venetian, not from Venice. Sorry. I mean, two more major arcana in their intention, technically. It's like if they felt like there was a chance. We've got the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so they kind of, to hope feels a little bit overwhelming because it feels hopeless to this person at this point. But if there was a chance to wish for anything, it would be to charge forward and for this to progress between the two of you, for there to be growth and nurturing to this connection and abundance of love and kindness and understanding, which are qualities of the Empress. Can you tell me anything else about this person's intentions towards Scorpio? I almost want, like, what would they like to happen if they allowed themselves to dream? Fuck me. The Emperor and the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's what they would like. If they, I changed my question mid-shuffle to what would they like to happen if they allowed themselves to dream, because I feel like they're not right now with that star in reverse. They're like, I couldn't even dare to dream of what I would want. Well, what would it be? The Emperor and Empress and the Chariot card and the Ten of Cups. Scorpio. Jesus. The Emperor and the Empress are the divine couple. So effectively what they would, if they allowed themselves to wish for it, they would want the two of you to come together in divine union, effectively. And the Emperor drives the flipping chariot as well, so, and the Ten of Cups, that's like the be all and end all of happiness and emotional fulfillment and contentment. So not much, you know, they wouldn't want that much to happen, no, just everything. The action this person's most likely going to be taking towards you next, Scorpio, we have the Queen of Wands. As an action, this Queen of Wands is like someone who acts on her passions, male or female. It's just the energy of this Queen of Wands card. It's like someone who allows their desire and their passion to drive them. Like, it overflows, it can explode, and it can, like, they can't bottle it up, this Queen of Wands. So they act on their impulses, they act on their desires in an authentic way. But very, like, they erupt passionately. It doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean. Which deck do I want to use? Have I used that one already? Bear with. This one. Alright, tell me more about the action this person's going to be taking towards Scorpio next, most likely. Why the Queen of Wands? Knight of Swords nearly fell out, but just kind of danced around. That would be fast-moving communication. My gosh. I said fast-moving, then instead of the Knight of Swords, the Chariot comes out. I think that's the fourth time I've seen the Chariot. So that is Cancer's major arcana, but it's fast. And it's driving straight towards you in one way or another. Six of Cups. This person's coming back, Scorpio, and I know some people only want to hear about new, but I'm just going to tell you what's coming out in the reading because I'm an honest tarot reader. So at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Whoa, underneath that is the Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and guess who? Guess with who? The King of Wands. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Anything else about the action? Wow. The Queen of Wands came out to clarify the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands with the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So they're worried that you have other options for sure with that combination, because the Queen of Wands is also someone who attracts suitors, very sexy, very beautiful, and very self-confident, and just also this Queen of Wands, it does not chase, she attracts, like, very much. So with that Nine of Swords, Seven of Cups combination, I have to say it, this person is freaked out that you're going to have other people vying for your attention. But even if this is a King of Wands coming through in this Queen of Wands energy in terms of what they're doing, this is someone who, like, you see the difference in the cards. Like, there's a volcano going on off in the background here. This Queen of Wands is dancing. She does what she wants. She says what she wants. She goes after what she wants. This one is far more, I mean, it's still very powerful. We've got the black cat, black cat energy going on here, but, like, just far more placid and more, you know, you come to me kind of thing with that Queen of Wands. So anything else you can tell me? Four of Cups in reverse. I mean, we were looking at what happened in the recent past with that kind of dismissive energy. This person now is like, hell no, I'm not missing out on my on this with you. So charging towards you. Definitely I would expect action. I would probably expect surprise communication, and things moving forward fast. Like, this is not slow moving energy at all. All I'm seeing is wands, effectively, and cups. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Eight of Wands. Fast. That's the second. I don't know where the Knight of Swords fits in. It's one of the top 3 fastest moving cards, moving energies in the tarot deck. The Chariot is the fastest. Wow. The bottom of the deck, Justice, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords. This, whatever's happening here is going to feel like a balancing of things being far more fair after they were unfair, or have felt unfair for some time. Things are changing quickly, Scorpio. I also feel like this, you may have felt like this person was attracted to you for some time, and you may have been confused and hurt as to why they were dismissing you as they were. I mean, underneath with the Ace of Swords is the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands. This is like an attraction that someone was trying to deny or ignore, and the fact that it's being made clear, like, yes, they are exceptionally attracted and desiring of you, is also like a fair's fair turnaround. Okay, yeah. So what's going to be happening between you and this person going forward here, Scorpio? And here I would say, like, the next couple of months from when you come across the reading. There's no time in tarot though, so it's going to be different for all of you. But just that ballpark. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Now, the Hierophant is Taurus's major arcana. It's also a card of tradition and the way that things are normally done. It can be a card of commitment, but it can just also... this could be... let's just get some clarity, because it could be talking about the fact that this is going to be unconventional, how things move forward between the two of you. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but it's like there might be the two of you are making your own rules about how you're going to make this work between the two of you. I think I'm boring my dog. Do you hear him yawn? Okay. Tell me more about what this Hierophant in reverse is. What is this? What's going to be happening? Wow. First card out we have is Seven of Cups. At the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. There is like... this Seven of Cups is like seeking guidance, and also it's like seeking options. Bear with me, it's not about keeping your options open. Like, I think we're way past that. This is about finding out alternative ways of doing things. This is kind of giving me like alternative medicine just popped into my head. Like, someone doesn't want to do things necessarily the way that everyone says that you should do things. Especially with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, that's confirmation again of what I was saying. It's just what I was getting. It's like, it's not about this person not being committed to you or invested, but they just don't want to do it the same way that their parents did it, their grandparents did it, or society tells you that this is the only way that it should be done. Could definitely be dealing with an Aquarius. I've got enough Aquarius in my chart to recognize another Aquarius. So, wow, yeah, we've got the Sun card that came out. So the Sun is a lot of happiness, enjoying each other's company, feeling also more optimistic, also like kind of, I get with this particular Sun card, I get like a warrior energy who has come through a long, difficult battle, and now, actually I always get it's reminded of the Gladiator, the first Gladiator film, because he's like walking, running his hands through the golden wheat, and I always get that shot of Gladiator when he's like running his hands through the wheat in the sunlight. Anyway, I think that was quite a sad moment in that film, so it's probably not associated, but maybe someone likes the film Gladiator. Tell me more about what's going to be happening between Scorpio and this person going forward, please. The Lovers, wow. The Lovers is Gemini's major arcana. At the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. See, this is the thing, I knew it, Scorpio. The Ten of Pentacles is depicting a marriage, but I mean, it's also just long-term commitment, stability, and potentially having a family together, having a home together, like sharing finances, sharing assets. I mean, you have got the Lovers and the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles there. I just think this Hierophant in reverse is talking about you two are going to be making your own rules. That could mean a whole host of things. You know, maybe this could be talking about like if you date for this long and then you're engaged for this long and then you get married. You could be like, fuck it, let's get married tomorrow. I love you, you love me. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you, but it's like you might elope like with this energy. I'm just getting like alternative way of doing things that works for the two of you. Now, of course, that can go into other areas of different romantic dynamics that are non-traditional. But I'm not going to go into all of those because that's each to their own. I don't think it's talking about that anyway. I don't think it's talking about anything polyamorous or anything like that. To be honest, like, each to your own. I'm not getting into that, and I don't think this is either, to be honest, because I'm still seeing like just two people with the Lovers card and just two people going into union together with that Ten of Pentacles. So, anything else? What's going to be happening? Ace of Pentacles. Wow. And the bottom of the deck when that came out was the Knight of Pentacles. This is a new beginning that you've waited a hell of a long time for, Scorpio, and underneath that was the Seven of Wands. You've also been waiting, feeling like you're being pushed away or resisted or dismissed. Anything else? What's going to be happening between Scorpio and this person? It's also an element because you've had enough, like, honestly. It has reached, yeah, exactly. I was about to say that anyway because we had Judgment came out with the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. And And they're already feeling this Five of Swords about you, like that you have drawn a line and been like, no, I can't do this anymore. And the Four of Pentacles is you've drawn a line with being held back from receiving very little, from accepting very little. This has caused a judgment moment. And then the Ten of Swords came out. It's like, it's either we do this or it's over. But you haven't communicated that to them. Anything else that's going to be happening? Oh my God's sakes, the Chariot. 5, 6 times? I don't know. But there it is again, the Chariot. Forward movement and victory and fast forward movement. You don't know this is going to be really unexpected, Scorpio. Because you don't know this is going on. As far as you know, you are just disappointed in this situation. You're maybe disappointed with yourself as well, I'm getting, but that you didn't walk away from this sooner. You're disappointed that you have to walk away from it now after so long. And you feel like all is lost, basically. You don't know what is going to be coming here. And there's the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Very unexpected. Okay. That's what I've got for you this time, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here and for all your support. I wish you all my very best. Please do hit the thumbs up button for me. It just takes a second. Really helps. So thank you so much for doing so. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you. And leave me a comment if it resonated. I wish you all my best. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.